sounded, but at times it was too loud. I mean, 5 a.m. in the morning, it's too loud. But yeah, it sounded awesome. I mean, I probably got some clips on my channel with that car. But the 19 I have, manual, it came with the active exhaust. Pretty much I knew I wanted to change the exhaust. Went with the Corsa, just after watching videos and hearing testimonies from people. No joke, I love the system. I installed it myself on the ground, on jack stands. Everything was true fit, perfect fit, no hassles, no issues. Transferred the active exhaust motors from the factory exhaust over to the Corsa, no problem. Fitment, alignment, everything, adjusting the tailpipe tips evenly, no problems there at all, period. I had only seen one other video where someone had an issue where they couldn't get the tips lined up, had to take it to an exhaust shop, have something tweaked on the Corsa exhaust to get it fit, but mine fit perfect, spaced evenly in between the exhaust cutout outlets. System was perfect. So just wanted to do a little quick video in case anybody was looking at getting it or on the fence about getting it. No droning at all, period. None whatsoever in any gear, in any of the exhaust modes, whether it be quiet, normal, sport, or track. Because I like the way the system sounds, will run the system in track all the time, except for when I cold start in the morning, which I've set the factory system to cold start between 5 and 8 in quiet mode, just as a courtesy for my neighbors. But otherwise, I run it in track mode. I always have it pulled up to where I can switch it in the quiet mode at the push of a button on the steering wheel, in case Mr. Johnny Lawmaker comes by and hears the car. Only had one officer on a motorcycle pull up next to me at a stop and tell me to take the car out of track mode, which he assumed I had it in track mode because it was loud. I wasn't really on it at all, but it was in track mode with the Corsa exhaust already on it, so it was louder than what it would have been with the factory exhaust. I just wasn't getting on it. I mean, not too often do I really, if I'm driving on the streets normally, do I really get over 35, 4,000 RPM. Not really any need to, unless I want to make some noise, which we're about to do. So, I'm going to roll down the windows, getting off the freeway here, get some downshifts. I've got the rev match on. We'll get a little acceleration in the gears, and then I'll switch it to quiet mode. I'm not going to really get on it. That was only 5,000 RPM, so anyway, that's sounds pretty healthy, nice and loud. Get it downshift, so that's in third gear. I'll accelerate while it's in the exhaust node. I'll switch to quiet mode. You can see how quiet it gets. Put away. Downshifting in quiet mode with the rev match. Not even sure you'll hear it, or the camera will pick it up. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. So I'll go through first and second gear in quiet mode, and then when I'm in third gear, I'll switch it into track. So that's first. Second. Third. I switched it. Oh shit, I was supposed to go get milk. Alright, I gotta go get milk. Anyway, so that's the exhaust system. Can't complain anything about it. The only thing I would maybe complain about would be the cost, but depending on where you get it from. and supercharge that one, do everything I wanted to it, which the wife is fully on board with. It's just a matter of getting around to getting it if they're available. So, but I hope this helps anybody that's contemplating getting the 3-inch Corsa active exhaust. It is well worth the money in my opinion. Have a good one.